Hey there, everybody, and welcome to something new that we're trying out here on the channel. If you've been to the channel a lot, you know we've done driving tours before of areas. Today we are doing a driving tour of the Reunion neighborhood, but we're doing it a little differently. This time we're doing it in 360, so you can turn the camera around and look at all the different directions as we're driving. Now, this was kind of an experiment. We're trying this to start incorporating it, but if I'm going to try something out, I figure I might as well use it to something that I can show you and use for you to learn and see the area too. So that's what we've done here. We decided to go out and actually make this 3D driving tour of, or not 3D, sorry, 360 driving tour of Reunion, and that's what we're doing in this video. So if you have not seen our videos before, if you're new to the channel, this is the Living in Jackson channel. We'll give you all kinds of information and show you around the area here in the Jackson Metro. If that's what you're looking for, make sure you get down there, click subscribe and the bell. Check out some of our other videos. Like I said, this is a new one. I don't know if I'll do another one exactly like this one just because of the concept here, but it's definitely interesting. So we'll be incorporating it one way or another. And of course, if you're looking to move to the area, definitely reach out to us. Give us a call, text, email, DM us. However you got to get in touch with us, it doesn't matter, just as long as you do it. But we just came through the gate here into Reunion. You saw us come through the entrance there. Right after you turn in the gate there, that's the main entrance. If you turn right, this is going to take you over to the Reunion Country Club. Now over here, aside from the country club itself, which has a restaurant, you've also got the tennis courts, the golf course, of course, a big, really nice golf course here. And if you know, I am not a golfer. It's not what I do. I don't have experience with golfing or anything like that. I've played Topgolf a few times and had fun, but that's about it. But as far as beautiful golf courses go, I'd have to say this one has got to be up there because recently I've put together another video about all the golf course communities in the area, one of which is Reunion, and it definitely does have one of the most beautiful courses out there. You see this guy, he is just gutsy on that golf cart, jumped across here in front of me. But anyway, we're turning around here. That was the main country club up there. And then over there you had the pool, and then right here the tennis courts. And you can turn this all around. If you're watching on your phone, you should be able to turn it around and see this just by turning your phone. If you're watching on a computer, you can click and drag, or if you're on your phone, you can touch and drag too. To look around the different areas and see the things as we drive past them. You don't have to just look forward. So that's the exciting thing about this 360 tour that we're doing. And so definitely let me know what you think about it. Should we do more 360 tours? Do you prefer it the old way? Let me know down in the comments. I really want to know, what you think. I'd really like to have your feedback on that. Does this help you kind of visualize things a little better? And that's what we're hoping for here. But we just kind of turned back here to the left there. That was back out the main entrance. We're turning right. This is kind of that main strip down as soon as you come in the entrance there. And you see a different style of homes here than you see in really most of Reunion. A little bit, they're smaller lots here. So they're a little bit tighter together, but some really nice, different architectural styles there of homes on this main run through here as soon as you come into Reunion. But as we get on up here, you're going to start to see some of the amenities of the neighborhood beyond just that country club up there because, yes, the country club is a separate thing. You do have to pay to join that. You don't get access to those features and amenities just by living in the neighborhood. And there is an additional fee associated with that. But there are some things in the neighborhood that do come with the neighborhood, just for being there. Some of which you'll really see in this video. Some of them you really won't. But right up here in this roundabout, you see we've got a big kind of a green space here, not just in the roundabout, but on the other side. And there's also over there, you can see the beach and the lake. So you can come hang out, swim over there in the lake, the water. If you'd rather, you can swim in the pool right there. Kids can hang out at the playground. So a lot of stuff right there. And they do little neighborhood events there. Sometimes they'll have food trucks and all kinds of stuff. They do a lot there for the community in that green space that they have. But what you can see here, it's a very active community, all different age brackets here. And you can see them. I mean, they're out running around in this video here as we were driving through. This is about 3:30 on a Thursday afternoon, I believe we were out here. So You can see, and another thing you'll see in Reunion a lot is the golf carts, not just on the golf course, but driving around the neighborhood. It seems to be a preferred mode of transportation as we drive through here. But as we're driving through this part, you can see here relatively newer construction here, and I'm actually going to take you over so that you can see some of the really new construction still being built and some of the newest construction that has been finished here in Reunion here in just a moment. But we're going down over here. We're going to kind of go down and make a loop and come back and show you a few different areas. So this is the newer part here. Both this road and the road we're going to get on will take us down south to Reunion Boulevard on the south side of the neighborhood. I'm going to cut across here because I'll be honest with you, I was not super thoughtful as I was planning this out because we were really just testing out this GoPro. But just turned into something I thought we could really use here so you could see the neighborhood. So anyway, we're cutting through here, and this is going to take us over. You can already see here some of the homes there that aren't even finished. A lot of lots here that are already prepped. You see the pipe sticking up out of the ground. So you pretty much come in, set it up, build the house there, and you're good to go. Up here on the road that we're coming to, this road, if I turn right, which I will do right now, is going to take us to the southern portion of the neighborhood. It's going to take us almost down to Reunion Boulevard. Right before we get there, if you look here to your left, you see another pool. So there's another neighborhood pool there for you. And we're really not that far from where we started. A little ways over here, but it's nice that you've got the two pools. There's options, depending on if you want to go to the main one up there at the big green space or if you want to go to this one. Now this turn right here, remember this spot. We're going to come back here in just a few moments. And I actually zip back to it here in a minute after we pass the main portion up here. But this area is going to be the newest part of Reunion in terms of construction. And as we go, you'll see they get newer. But over here, you've just got a lot of new homes, and you can kind of see the style that we have here. Most of these are going to have the 3-car garage. I think some of them have even more than that. But almost all of them over here, I believe, have at least a 3-car garage. And you've also got another lake over here. I believe it's just South Reunion Lake. Another both Reunion Lake. You've got North and South Reunion Lakes over here. But you see the lake there. You've also got kind of a beach area up here too. It's not really a beach, but it's a sandy area right there where you can kind of hang out next to the water. It's not quite like the other one where it is actually a beach. So something to know there. But you can see here, I've driven through this part of the neighborhood a lot in the last few years, and a lot of these houses were not here, so they're here now, and some of them really nice, even award-winning homes, and they'll make sure that they put a sign out that'll tell you when they are. But you can be over here on the water, and there's going to be a lot more development, obviously, over here along the water. That's what you're looking for. You want something new on the water. It's hard to get it on the north side because that side is pretty much completely developed. But here on the south lake, you can pretty much get right on the water in a brand new house if that's what you want to do. And you can see here right there, speed limit 18 miles an hour. That's the speed limit here in Reunion. I know up on the Ole Miss campus, they do that as a tribute to Archie Manning. I don't know if that's the reason here in Reunion, but I suspect there's a good chance that it is. That maybe the developers of Reunion were Ole Miss fans or Ole Miss alumni. You know me, I'm Hail State all the way, so I can't say for certain that's what it is. But maybe it has something to do with it. I don't know. If you live in Reunion, or if you know for sure, leave in the comment. Let me know. I don't know everything, so sometimes we got to have some help. People got to tell me what's going on in some of these places. But this right here is running parallel to Reunion Boulevard. You saw the gate back there. We could have went on out on that south exit. There's another gate too up here that we're going to come to, and it'll be, if I turn left, it'll take you out there. So there are two southern exits down here that'll take you out onto Reunion Boulevard. But we're going to turn right here, and this is the point where I'm going to jump back up because we're kind of around a loop. There's not a ton to see here. If you want to slow it down and see some of the houses here, feel free to do it. But we're going to jump through. We're going to go back to that point that I mentioned earlier, right here by the second pool. But this time we are going to turn left. So we're going to turn left right up here, and we're going to head back up to Lake Village Drive. And when we get to Lake Village Drive, we're going to turn right. I'm going to jump on down here and show you some of the, probably, I believe, the most expensive homes that are in Reunion. Pretty confident. getting well over $1 million in some instances where we're going to go. Down in Rosedown. So we're going to turn right here. This is Lake Village Drive in Reunion. And you can see a lot of the houses over here. There's still some new ones over here. There's some that are a little bit older. Generally, though, anything over south of where we came in, that main entrance on Reunion Boulevard, I think earlier I incorrectly was saying Reunion Boulevard for that southern road. The road that borders the southern side of the neighborhood is Reunion Parkway. So I apologize for misspeaking on that. I was just thinking about it as I'm sitting here. But we're on Lake Village Drive right now, heading over here towards kind of the southeast side of the neighborhood. And this part over here, where we're going, has been here for a little bit, but there's got some homes on the water over there. Some of the biggest homes in the neighborhood as we get to the end of the street here. If you're in the neighborhood, I might as well take you over to this side and show you this part too. It's a part of the neighborhood that kind of has a more secluded feel, especially the farther you go back into it. Definitely some bigger homes, and in some cases on some larger lots. So here we go. This is Rosedown here in Reunion. And some of these at the very front here don't quite maybe fit up to that, but you should already be able to see you're on a little bit bigger lots. You're definitely not nearly as close as you are in some other sections of the neighborhood, and some much larger homes here. So if you're needing more space, you want something bigger, you want more room between you and your neighbors, this might be a place to look if you want to be in Reunion and get that, especially if you maybe want to be on the water. So there's some homes over here on the water, and there's actually one right here at the end on the cul-de-sac, which is the one to be in. They've got their own gate here just for them inside what's already a semi-gated neighborhood, I will say, but it's right there. So that's a really neat house. I've always liked that one. We actually could see it if you go back and look. When we did another video recently showing Reunion, you could see that from one of the aerial shots. So that's a neat spot there. Really like these houses over here, but how could you not? There's just some beautiful homes in this part of the neighborhood in a beautiful setting. You can be on the water, you can have a little more land, and you still get all the great amenities of Reunion. So what's not to love? But anyway, we are kind of down on the end of the road here, and so what I'm going to do is I'm going to jump back up to the first roundabout we saw at the green space. These are all the same homes that you would have just seen. We're just going back the other way, so we're not missing anything here. Just jumping back up to kind of where we started to go see. Again, I want you to see here in maybe greater detail. You can see the playground, the pool, the big green area here, the beach over there. This is really kind of the centerpiece of the community here. This along with, of course, the country club. But in addition to this, some things you may not quite notice in this video, you've also got a lot of nature trails running throughout the neighborhood, which we will highlight on some future videos. I actually have another video I'll put up here in the next couple weeks where you'll see kind of a more detailed picture of what those nature trails look like. But they kind of run through the neighborhood. You've got some more wooded parts where those run through. And in addition to that green space back there, you also had one by the other pool that we saw, the second pool. And then you've kind of got another green space over here in the north side of the neighborhood that runs right up to the water. And it's a really nice scenic area. We were doing a listing tour for a home recently, and we started it out right here, sitting over at that bench on the water. Just a really scenic, photogenic area to be in. So that's why we were over here for that, to really kind of show off the feel of the neighborhood. And it definitely worked well for it. But what we're going to do now, we're going to head on back up here, and we're going to work our way on out to the north side of the neighborhood. We're going to go out the gate on the north side onto Gluckstadt Road. We're going to turn right up there, and that's going to take us to the last thing that we're going to see before we wrap up with this 360 tour. If you like the tour, if you like the 360, definitely leave me a thumbs up. If you don't like it, let me know in the comments what we could do to improve it. This was, again, kind of an experimental thing that we're doing. I try to find new ways to show you the area. If you're in another part of the country, I want you to be able to see it. So I want to take this out and maybe kind of redo some of the different towns and cities and areas around that we've already done tours, and let you see them in 360 here where you can turn around and look. But this is Gluckstadt Road here. We're going to turn right. And so you're actually, now Reunion is in the city limits of Madison. It does border Gluckstadt Road, and then Gluckstadt, which is an unincorporated as of right now community, not in the city limits of Madison, is kind of bordering this as well. And so if you're in Reunion, you might kind of be in the Gluckstadt area a lot, but you are technically in the city limits of Madison, just so you know. But there are, again, a couple entrances there. You just saw another one right up here, one that we're not going to go in. There's an entrance for the Marina that you can go into, and you can actually go into the Marina from the entrance that we are going to choose. But you can go, they do have a Marina over here. If you don't live on the water in Reunion, you have a boat, you want to keep it, you want to go out on the water sometimes, you can keep it in the Marina right there. But we're going to go up here to the Equestrian Center and Reunion Farms. So if you got a horse, if you like horses, you like kids that like to ride horses or anything like that, you got horses right here. You can keep them in the neighborhood. Right there, they've got all kinds of facilities for horses right here, right next to that marina. So that is a pretty decent overview, I feel like. Let me know what you thought. Let me know if you've got any questions about Reunion or another area. Is there another big neighborhood or another city, town, community, anything else you want to see? Ways we could do even better with the 360 video. I'd love to hear your feedback, and looking forward to it. Thank y'all for watching. As always, make sure you subscribe if you hadn't. Reach out if you're moving here, and we'll see you on the next one.